This week on the $1 Million Plan, it's the stunningly handsome suit and tie edition of the show. I don't know what my guest is wearing, but damn it, I look good. I love this story. Nicole and I were talking before the show. She always gives me an idea of what's happening on the show today. This is a show about second chances, and when someone gets a second chance, to give themselves a second chance, that they take that opportunity and run with it. And this person, we welcome to the show now. Their name is Pepe, or is it Pepe? Is it Pepe?
Pepe, we'll go with Pepe.
Because Pepe seems,
Yeah.
Pepe, I'm here talking about second chances, and I think if you would, I'd love you to talk about this second chance. I think you can probably do it more justice than I could.
Sure. Well, I'm 28 now. The last couple of years of life have been fantastic, but I hit a bit of a rough spot there. I went in for about 3.5 years ago for treatment for drug and alcohol addiction, and got some help and was able to stick with that help. So life's been very good. A part of that was financially, things became quite a mess, kind of like a lot of other stuff. But
sure.
In the past couple of years, I got turned on to your podcast and a lot of the different stuff that you write and share, and it's been very helpful to kind of figure out some of those financial difficulties, because there was kind of a point where it's like, I don't even know where to start or what to do or where to begin, and so it's a lot better now, for sure.
Well, first of all, thanks for letting me be a part of that, whatever small part I was in that.
Yeah.
However, I'll say, when you go through a situation like that, it's your character, and it's your hard work, and it's your sacrifice that gets someone through that. We've certainly been a part of these before, and I always like it because, Pepe, what you've learned is that you can turn your financial life around in the darkest moment of your life with some discipline, some know-how, and it sounds like that's what you have going on.
Yeah. It's like I said, it's come a long way, and it was, it's your stuff has helped me a lot, and it's helped a lot of other people too, to kind of start somewhere and then grow from there.
Let's take a look at some of your numbers to see sort of what is really going on in your financial life. So, Nicole, could you punch that up for us? There we go. Pepe, you're 28. Your gross annual income is $78,000. Something tells me, and by something I mean your email to us, it wasn't always $78,000, was it?
No. It's been just this year and last year close to that, but before that, I was a couple of years half that, and several years way below that. So it's grown quite a bit.
Financially, what have you climbed out of? I mean, obviously, you put a lot of pieces back together, but frankly, what devastation existed because of the situation you found yourself in?
Yeah, I think once I finally took a look at everything and sat down, and my phone wouldn't stop ringing from all the creditors and everything, I was like, okay, where am I at? I figured out it was about $65,000 of like consumer debt. I mean, I think there was $35,000 somewhere in there of credit card debt and student loans. I mean, most is credit card debt and student loans. I had a car loan at that point too, and just kind of figuring out all those different moving parts and all those different lines of credit, and starting to pay them off one by one, just with whatever I could.
And where do you find yourself now? I mean, what are your debts? What's your debt situation now?
I think total it's about like $26,000.
Okay.
So it's close to $40,000's been paid off.
Wow, that's incredible. So you got $4,600 in credit card debt, no medical bills, which very frankly, in a situation like you've been through, sometimes there are medical bills, right?
Sure.
And
Yeah.
did you have any, and you paid them off, or did you not have to deal with the medical bills?
I had some. I had insurance when I was getting treatment and getting help, so it helped a ton having insurance. But there were some that I was able to pay off. I mean, it was maybe less than $1,000, luckily.
Sure. And you've still got some. Looks like you got some student loan debt still, to the tune of, I think it was $16,000. Am I making that number up?
Yeah. No, that's correct.
All right. How much do you have in savings right now?
About $2,700.
Okay, good. And so, do you contribute that on a regular basis, or do you put chunks in when you can? How did it get to be $2,700?
I try to do it regularly. My income fluctuates month to month.
Okay.
Because I get paid on basically like a draw-based commission
Sure.
that changes from month to month. So, like this past month wasn't as great. So this month it's like, just trying not to have any debt incurred, just paying the bills and, paying the basic stuff. But usually I try to do like $250 a week and try to have $1,000 that I'm putting in a month. And some of that's been consumed over the past several months because I'm getting married here in a couple months.
Holy cow.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
It's a couple expenses with that.
So tell me, how will that affect your financial life? Are you renting now?
I have a mortgage currently.
Okay.
I live in a condo, and my fiance is going to be moving in here with me. She goes to school currently, so and she is very
I assume
financially
college.
savvy.
I assume
yes,
college.
yes.
Okay. Because look, these
Yeah.
days you just never know. You're calling kids out of their trigonometry classes. I don't know what's happening in the news. But
Yeah.
so she's in college, and but she makes good financial decisions. You said.
Yeah. I mean, she doesn't have many bills every month, and she works enough to cover those and have a little money left over after that.
Where was she? This is gonna sound like a creepy question. Where is she living now? How did right? That's a really creepy question.
Right.
Yeah, totally. I'm so sorry. Where's she live now? Not the address, but like who's she living with?
She lives with her parents right now, which is actually really close by.
Okay, cool. So that means she's got no expenses for rent, right? I doubt they're charging her at this point.
Nope.
So where I was going with that is, will you have two house payments going down into one, but you won't because she's really not paying anything, but your mortgage will stay consistent there.
Yep.
How about any debts that she has? Does she have any student loans? No?
She does have student loans. I think that hers are about like $15,000, somewhere around there. Actually, she's sitting by me. She says $13,000.
Oh my gosh! Well, tell her hello.
Hello,
Mrs. Pepe.
She says hello.
I guess here's an interesting question. What will her income be upon graduation? Does she know? Is there a field of study that you kind of know?
Yeah, she has a year and a half left in the elementary education program.
Yes. Well, we know all about that. I mean, so she'll come out making 36 to 42 or maybe 30 to 42, right?
Probably, I would guess in the lower 30 range. She's hoping to teach at a parochial school, so
I
probably
love
somewhere in there.
gymnastics. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
Well, so parochials around here, I know you sort of live in a similar area we live. I mean, you're talking $28,000 if she's going to teach in a parochial school.
Probably starting out somewhere around there, yeah.
That's fascinating. What do you find yourself focusing on financially right now? Like when you think of your financial life, you've paid off $40,000 in debt. Are you still in debt pay down mode, or are you right now in like how to join two financial lives together mode?
I think really the biggest thing right now is we're trying to get this wedding and contribute to it, but without incurring any additional debt with the wedding. So like I'm paying down debt every month, but nothing like above basically minimum payments right now.
Sure.
So, and then after that, I think it's really debt pay down mode again, where we have been.
Do you have a separate wedding fund that you're saving into?
I kind of just all keep it in one. Like out of that $2,700, the way I think about it is like about $1,000 is like savings emergency fund. That's what I try to keep, and then everything else I try to pay down debt. But right now, that's $1,700 is probably going to go towards wedding stuff.
Are you guys taking a trip after the wedding? I think they call it a honeymoon in the biz.
We hope to. It's going to be a couple months after her, or after the wedding. But we're hoping to do a cruise.
Oh, that's nice. You can eat a lot there on those cruises. Now, I guess this is good news because sometimes right after a wedding, we incur a lot of costs. Then you incur the honeymoon costs right after that. And if you're in commission income, like it sounds like you are, the last thing you want when you have all these bills hitting is to take time off of work so you can't earn.
Yeah.
Right? Like that would be really bad. Do you worry about your focus around the time of the wedding at work and how that'll affect your income, or have you thought too much about that?
When we first got engaged, I've actually changed position. I work in the car business. So I used to be in car sales, and now I'm actually a used car manager. So
great.
it's one of the nice things about it is I get paid off of like basically the department's performance. So if I'm off and the whole team's still doing well, it doesn't hurt me as bad as it used to when I was selling, where you lose out on that chance to make commissions.
What can you get me on a 2008 Lexus 400H with about 130,000 miles on it? Don't answer
Oh,
that.
Yeah. I think we could
Here we
probably
go.
get you a good deal on it.
Do you ever hear the episode where the roof guy on the show, like the guy that was a roofing guy? Wait, no.
Yeah.
There's a guy that was a life insurance guy that like started asking me about like if I wanted to buy life insurance from him. I like a good sales experience. Let's look at your long term. Let's look at what you've set aside for retirement. It looks like you've set Nicole, what do we have? $8,900 set aside for the long term. Pepe, how did that money get there?
It's my 401k through work.
And so you've been pumping that thing. How much? What's the percentage you're putting in?
I put in 4%. I had that higher, but then when I really started listening to you and trying to get serious about paying down debt, I took it down to 4%, and then the employee match it's kind of weird. It's a third of the first 3%. So you get a
that's
third,
way
and a
too
third,
much
and a
math
third.
for me.
So it's like 5%.
I think you basically are contributing to them at this point. I know a third of a third and two.
Yeah.
Okay, but you're putting $410 a month all told in, which is great.
Yep.
And your $1 million day, the way we've calculated, if you didn't change a thing, a darn thing, your $1 million day is November 18th of 2051. November 18th of 2051, and at age 67, which is our traditional retirement age, you would have $1.52 million or $3,500 a month in income, but in today's dollars, it would feel like $1,300 a month. Let me get to my point here. Number one, as your income goes up and as your new bride and her income contributes, you guys are going to be putting a lot more towards retirement, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Number two, 1.52 or whatever that number was. What was it? $1.52 million. That might seem like a lot of money, but when you retire, that's nothing. Like that, literally nothing. 39 years from now, or whatever that number is, right?
Yes.
So I like this. I like that you're back on your feet. You're earning. You've got your debt under control. You got to get through the wedding. You're putting money in your 401k. What do you see your income doing over the next couple of years? In your business, does it continue to climb, or is it based on the team?
Well, so I'm expecting it probably to climb. I had no experience in management, so I was kind of coming in and having my first year under my belt. I expect next year to probably for it to climb, to maybe get a raise and work out a little different pay plan. But then after that, as long as I'm in the same position, it'll probably stay fairly steady.
Yeah.
We grow as a business, but nothing. The dealership I work for has been around a long time, so it's nothing like crazy, but it's always steady growth. So fairly consistent after that.
Tell me about your house. How much your house worth?
Probably about 90.
Okay.
I would say.
And then what's your mortgage payment?
It's the total payment's like $611 in the way I think of it, but the mortgage I guess is $480.
Okay.
Something like that. The principal and interest.
That's super affordable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So things are good, man.
I hope.
Yeah. So you guys, anyone have any children involved in this situation? Are there children involved?
We have a dog, but no people, children.
No people. Dogs can get expensive. What's the dog's? No, don't tell me, because then someone can identify you. We try to keep it private here. What else can I help you with? I like the direction this is going. I think what I would do, though, after the wedding is I'd bust your hump to get that credit card debt down. I mean, what's the payment? To carry that much debt, you got to pay, what, $400 a month on it?
So I have 4 open credit cards and 3 that are closed, and I'm still paying on. So the total of all those is, I think it's like $500, somewhere around there.
Yeah, we gotta free that up off of your budget big time.
Yeah.
So that would be the next step, obviously, and then back to the student loans. I assume you are making minimum payments on the student loans right now too?
Minimums right now, yeah.
Did you get your degree, or was it a degree, or was it loans without a degree?
Loans without a degree.
Yeah. Yeah.
Luckily, they don't require that in car sales.
No, that's all right. I mean, you can always go back. I mean,
Yeah.
they've got those online programs that, especially if you look at your career long term, go and
Yeah.
take some business administration courses or something like that and finish that degree. It's not that expensive.
Sure, sure.
What else? What else can I help you with right now?
I think the big things for us is we're just trying to, make sure we do the wedding right, and then after that we do hope to get a house at some point. We don't know how soon that'll be.
Sure.
It'll be like a year, 2 years down the road, but we're really big on getting a forever home. So
Yeah, I'm all
that's
about
something that
that.
I've looked into.
Yeah. So, how old is your fiance?
She is 22.
Okay. You devil, you.
I know, right?
So, which tells us a couple things. Number one, there really is no hurry to get into that next home, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, her career is going to develop. She's going to figure out like what she wants to do. I mean, think about when you were fresh out of school. You probably didn't know what you wanted to do, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I think that's an important element, is to figure that out before you commit to the house. Not that someone's going to be unemployed for a while. I just think sometimes we put so much pressure on our careers by getting into a house too soon, especially when one person's 6 years older, right?
Sure.
So I would try to make sure that she has some time to focus on her career before you commit to too much.
Sure.
Do you have a big car payment since you're in the car business?
You know what? I actually paid my car off about 2 months ago.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What's a used car sales manager drive? Oh, I want to guess.
Okay.
Can I guess? Are you
Sure.
a particular dealer, like a type of car, or is it anything goes?
We're a Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram for new cars.
Okay. Truck or car?
It's an SUV.
Okay, you drive an SUV. I'm gonna go with a Grand Cherokee.
Close. It's a 2005 Jeep Wrangler.
Jeep Wrangler. I'm not cool enough to have a Jeep. Let me tell you a story, Pepe.
Yeah.
Back when I was in high school, my friend who was like 25 had a Jeep, and I was house sitting for him when I was 18. And he had a Jeep. He's like, "You can take it out, take your girlfriend out. You guys go wherever you want." So I get in his car to go pick up my girlfriend to go on a date, and it's a stick shift. And I said to myself, you know what? I'm pretty smart. I mean, Google wasn't around then. This is like 1995. But I'm like, you know what? I can figure this out. And she lived just down the street. So I somehow got to her house without knowing how to drive a stick shift. I killed it numerous times. Long story short, he needed a new transmission when he came back because I had no idea what I was doing. And that's when I stopped being cool. It was that day.
Yeah, those stick shifts, you got to watch out for them.
Oh, man. All right. Well, I love your story, man. And again, I'm so glad we could be a part of it. I want to get you a wedding. Can I get you a wedding gift?
Yeah, absolutely.
When's the wedding? A couple months?
Yeah, we're like 2.5 months out.
Have you read Your Money Life, Your 20s?
I have not.
All right. Hey, Nicole, can we send our friend Pepe and his lovely bride a copy of Your Money Life, Your 20s?
Oh, we absolutely can.
All right. We will do that as your wedding gift from us.
Thank you.
And
Thank you
really,
very much.
We're really proud of you. I know it's behind you now, but that's a big deal, man, and it really defines who you are. So I think it's great.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. You've been a huge help throughout it, and continue to. I just try to stick to whatever you advise, and it worked out so far.
Yeah, well, just wait until I come out on my take on Bitcoin. Everyone's been waiting for. Oh, boy, I can't do it. So anyway, all right, anything else before I let you go?
I think that pretty well covers it.
Well, congrats. Tell your bride congrats, and look in the mail soon. You will find a book from us.
Wow, awesome. Thank you, Pete.
All right, Pepe, take care.
You too.
Love a good second chance. Love a good second chance. When people take advantage of a second chance, they do something great. Like, you can hear his voice, man. That's a healthy dude. Nicole, right? Healthy guy. You know?
Yeah.
Like, super. You can hear it in his voice. He's just smart and energetic, and that makes me happy. So, your financial life's a big part of who you are and what you do. And when you get yourself into trouble because of the other aspects of your life, you can fix it by also fixing your finances. So I'm glad we were part of that. So we'll be sending Pepe a wedding gift. That's it for this week's show. If you want to be on the show, be on the show. Go to PeteThePlanner.com/podcast. And that's all we have. I'm Pete the Planner. and this is the $1 Million Plan.
This is where I came from, Planet Lovetron, where we drop love bombs, funk missiles, and live in soul shelters. No helter-skelter, the heat don't swelter because everybody stays cool. Left many moons ago to bring the philosophies of my ancestors to another place, God. Picked the third rock, gave me to my earth family, and told me to create, and so I am. Pen in my hand, microphone on the stand, over vinyl I command and demand. Magnificence in an instance, I can make you dance, cry, or love. Fly as a dove, released from Everest. The fresh is fresh, and you can call me E.T. Word to John Tesh. Let me bless this harmonic presentation. It's amazing, so amazing. I'm the reason. Salutations, I bring you Lovetron greetings from a faraway land. I am the sole controller. Put the remote down and let me take control. You're now a part of my zone, so enjoy yourself. Lovetron can restore your health. I bring you greetings, salutations. How you doing? And is that how y'all say it? The tinkling of the keys is an homage to the little star. I sojourn over poetic descriptions of sound and travel to my other world. Out of this world, spaceship on my arm took me home, fueled by the ink and the megabytes and the hypertext transfer protocol, stronger than the Skynet and the Terminator. I push faders into warp speed, glide with ease, creating a breeze they call a black hole. Event horizon, no rear view concerns. This I adjourn, and beats I burn. This I adjourn, and beats I burn. Salutations, I bring you Lovetron greetings from a faraway land. I am the sole controller. Put the remote down and let me take control. You're now a part of my zone, so enjoy yourself. Lovetron can restore your health. I bring you greetings, salutations. How you doing? And is that how y'all say it?